Hi, good morning. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is Create, Share, Inspire podcast, episode 587, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. Sun just came up, the birds are singing, the kitties are, I don't know, I thought they were playing. Looks like they're relaxing now. I've got lots of goodies to show you today, so I'll wait a few seconds before beginning. Wait for everybody to pop over from pre-chat and notifications. Oh, and turn my volume off on my computer. Hi, Melissa. Did I miss? Hi, Julie and Kathy and Thea, Lily, Sylvia. Hi, Thea. Hi, Constance. Hi, Shell Bell and Butterfly and Cindy and Judy. Lily. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Christine. Hi, Carrie. The birds are going crazy, aren't they? Hi, Sharon and Christine and Lily, Chantel, G, Lisa, Gay, Melissa. What's going on, guys? The birds drive them nuts. You'll be okay, guys. Just watch. Hi, Joe. Joe said so. Joe's headed to her daughter's house in Houston. Well, have a safe trip. Have fun. Hi, Jackie. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 587. Can you believe it? We're right around the corner from 600 episodes. It's just crazy. Hi, Melanie. Melanie, is that right? Yes, Melanie. Good morning, Rita. Thanks for joining live. So, a lot of you probably already know, if you're on my mailing list or you've been to my website, I came out with a couple of new yarns yesterday. So I know you already know and love my bling collection, Be So Fine Bling and Be So Sporty Bling, where we take the bamboo yarns and we apply a thread of pure silver into the yarn. Now, we can also paint the silver gold first. So it's not a gold thread, it's still a silver thread, pure silver, but it's painted gold. And I want you to see that it does something really spectacular to the yarn. So what I've come out with first is Be So Sporty Bling Gold. And so it's still #2 sport weight bamboo yarn with a thread of pure silver applied into it. But by painting the silver thread gold first before applying it into the yarn and then hand dyeing the yarn, it transforms the colors a little bit. It makes the colors warmer. Think about in terms when we look at the color wheel and we talk about warm colors and cool colors. Silver adds a coolness to colors and gold adds a warmth to colors. So I'm going to start by showing you, I brought out all of my colors in Be So Sporty Bling Silver and Be So Sporty Bling Gold to show you, because I wanted to show you the comparison between the two. So these are both Chantilly Lace. This is Chantilly Lace. This is Be So Sporty Bling yarn with the silver thread on the bottom, and this is Be So Sporty Bling yarn with the gold thread on the top. Both Chantilly Lace, both that creamy white bamboo yarn, but with the silver thread, it's nice and cool, and with the gold thread, it's definitely a lot warmer. Very Greek goddess-like to me. I think that would make an amazing beach cover-up personally, or like, you know, a flowy caftan top like this. But it even makes the Chantilly Lace colorway look completely different. Isn't that amazing? So having said that, I want to go through and show you all the colors I have in stock of Be So Sporty Bling in the gold first, since that's brand new, and then I'll show you all the colors I have in stock in Be So Sporty Bling Silver. And keep in mind that if you like to mix and match silver and gold jewelry like I do, you could even mix and match the silver and gold thread with these yarns too. So really, the sky's the limit. Anything you want to do to mix and match and be creative is awesome. So we're going to show all the colors of Be So Sporty Bling Gold with the gold thread first. This is Chantilly Lace. And then we have Ballerina, Peach Sherbet, Pure Gold. The sparkle on that's just unbelievable. Then we have Chocolate Truffles, You can really see how that gold thread pops on there. Then we have Mermaid with the gold thread. Just so decadent, so gorgeous. And then we have Blue Butterfly. And now keep in mind, if any of these colors sell out, I do have that new waitlist feature on my website. This is Passionate Plum. So if any of the colors sell out, you can get on that wait list and then you'll get emailed as soon as they come back in stock. This is Amethyst. That gold just pops on the dark colors so well. This is Matcha Green Tea. This is French Riviera. We can go back through and look at any of these more closely too. This is Million Dollar Red. The gold just unbelievable. And this is Moroccan Sunset. Just the colors are beautiful to begin with, but then with that gold thread, it's just so warm. Oh, so beautiful. Then we have Raven. Definitely awesome for holiday. This is colorway Parrot. And then this is Pacific Coast Highway. All right, does anybody have any requests for seeing these opened up? Or do you want me to move on and show you all the colors in Be So Sporty Bling Silver first? What would you like me to do? We can, Christine wants to see Peach opened up. Sure. Yeah, I can open any of these up. I can open all of them up. Do you want me to just open all of them up? Open all of them up, okay. All right, so this is Peach Sherbet. This is mostly solid. And then we have Million Dollar Red is mostly a solid color too, with just that pop of gold thread. Let's do the solids first. And this is Matcha Green Tea. Which is like a deep yellow green. You know, it's that medium between yellow and green kind of a color, like a dark chartreuse. And then we have Amethyst. I'm going to start with all the solid colors first, and then we'll move on to the variegateds. Then we've got Passionate Plum. Yep, I will definitely open up Moroccan Sunset. This is Passionate Plum. And Chocolate Truffle. Chocolate Truffles. And Pure Gold. Yeah, the gold sparkles, just, it's magical. It's absolutely magical. It's a #2 sport weight yarn. This is my Be So Sporty yarn with a thread of pure silver painted gold, which is very similar to the Be So Sporty silver that everybody knows and loves already, but now you can get it in gold thread instead, which is just, it's magical. I don't know how else. They both are. They both are. The silver thread is magical, as you know and love already, and the gold thread is just something different, and that's Chantilly Lace. So there are the solid colors available. I just got stuck on my chair. So here are the solid colors. We've got Peach Sherbet, Million Dollar Red, Matcha Green Tea, Amethyst, Passionate Plum, Chocolate Truffles, Pure Gold, Raven, and Chantilly Lace. So now I'll open up I'll set these on the back of my chair. That's a good safe spot for them. And then we'll open up the variegated. So we'll start with, this is Pacific Coast Highway. We've got different color. The reason I call it Pacific Coast Highway is because we've got so many different colors of blue in here, from the sky and the water, and then all those shades of brown, like the cliffs you would see along Pacific Coast Highway. Just reminded me of that contrast between sky, water, and earth. So beautiful. Then we have Parrot, which is just a bright and fun color. We've got this bright yellow and lime green and some of the more yellow green and then forest green and some beautiful medium blue. It's really wonderful colors combined together. And you can see how they blend so well too from the hand massaging of the colors. Then we have Blue Butterfly, which I know a lot of people are really excited about this new color. Got different shades of blue in the Blue Butterfly color. And these are all with the pure silver thread that is painted gold. Mermaid, which has turquoises and aquas with that gold thread. Talk about a mermaid's dream, right? Just, oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. And then we have Ballerina, which has the soft blush pinks and that thread of pure silver and some rose. And then French Riviera. I named this one French Riviera because I like to look up photos of different places around the world and pretend that I go on vacation there. And the French Riviera always has like those bright pink azaleas like I have, or bougainvillea like I have in my backyard. And then the blue water and sometimes a beach cabana that's striped with blue and white. And it just reminded me of photos that I love to look at from the French Riviera. Isn't that beautiful? So there's a medium blue, a soft blue, and some pretty raspberry, and the gold thread just really pops on it. So pretty. And then we have Moroccan Sunset, which is absolutely breathtaking with the gold thread. They're warm colors to begin with, and that thread of gold is just magical. I don't know how else to describe it other than to say that these are just magical. So then we'll go over these colors again. We've got Pacific Coast Highway, Parrot, Blue Butterfly, Mermaid, Ballerina, French Riviera, and Moroccan Sunset. All right, I could try to hold up the solids next to the variegateds too if I use both hands. Won't be able to point at them so much then, but I can at least show them next side by side. Oh, and the best news, everything's on sale right now too. You know, to keep everybody excited, everybody having fun, and everybody staying crafty while you're indoors. Wanted to make it nice and easy by keeping everything on sale. So even the brand new yarn here is at the same sale price as everything else. So here are all the new colors for Be So Sporty Bling Yarn Gold with the gold thread. And let's just start from the side. It's Chantilly Lace, Raven, Pure Gold, Chocolate Truffles, Passionate Plum, Amethyst, Matcha Green Tea, Million Dollar Red, Peach Sherbet, Pacific Coast Highway, Parrot, Blue Butterfly, Mermaid, Ballerina, French Riviera, and Moroccan Sunset. All right, then, oopsie. All right, I'll go set these back on my chair. Keep them nice and, all right, you need to get down, mister. All right, so I've got one other new thing to show you, and that is, I know there's been tons of requests to do gradient kits since I used to do the lacy cakes. Remember when I did the sporty cakes and lacy cakes where we did different colors blended together? Well, I know there's been a ton of requests for me to get my, yes, I will be bringing in gold and Be So Fine Bling in the gold too. Just, you know, starting, just wanted to put it out there and see what everybody thought first, which brings me to the next thing. I'm introducing a gradient set in both Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarns, just in one color to start with, just to see if there's any interest in it. It's a lot of labor and a lot of work, so I just wanted to see if there's interest before we bring out more colors. So if it sells, we'll make more. If it doesn't, then that's fine too. But over the years, I've gotten a lot of requests for doing gradient sets, and so this is the first Be So Fine gradient set. Yeah, the plumeria is bursting. There are dozens of blossoms on there right now. So we've done, the first colorway is called Mocha Latte, which goes from the chocolate truffles, amazing color, and then just gets lighter and lighter into a really creamy taupe. So you can get all 4 of these colors in Be So Fine yarn as a gradient kit, or we have a gradient kit in Be So, yes, Cindy, the gold bling is the same yardage as the silver bling yarns. Yes, that's correct. And this is the Be So Sporty gradient kit. So the Be So Sporty mini hanks are 1.5 ounces each. So the whole kit ends up being 470 yards instead of, so it's a lot more than what you would get in one ball of yarn. Normally Be So Sporty is 325 yards. This is 470 yards. So you could make something really big with this. And then the Be So Fine gradient kit is 2 ounces per mini hank. And so this ends up being a total of 1,200 yards. I think these would make amazing cardigans or sweaters where you start light and then go dark so that you would get that slimming effect with the darker color on the bottom. Or you could, or making shawls, even if you did mini stripes so that the color changed a lot, or just did one set of each one for one soft, smooth color change. I think there's lots of ways you could do this, but 1,200 yards for the Be So Fine gradient set, and then 470 yards for the Be So Sporty gradient set. And the first colorway is Mocha Latte, and they're both on sale too, so if you want to check those out, that would be amazing for the fantastical vest. Absolutely. You could start light on the ends and go to the dark in the center. You could go side to side. You could do it symmetrical or asymmetrical. Be really beautiful for a really large piece like that. Absolutely. You could go top to bottom. Really lovely. Does anybody have any questions before I move on? Because I want to show you the Be So Sporty Bling Silver colors too. Especially since we just, they're on sale. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. You'll have to check it on the website, Lily. They are reduced in price. They're based on the price of Be So Fine and Be So Sporty to start with, but based on the higher yardage. And the link is in the video description, and the link is in the comments below, and you can find it on the yarn page of my website. And they were both listed in the newsletter I sent out yesterday. Thank you, Lisa. I'm so excited for you to share all of this with you guys. You'll have to check your gauge, Christine. It's possible you could do the new Thalia dress in this yarn, but because it is a different weight, you'll have to check your gauge and work on that a little bit. I can't be sure off the top of my head because it would depend on, you know, whether you liked the gauge at the smaller hook size or what have you, but it's certainly possible, absolutely. Yarn substitution is always possible. It's about your taste and aesthetic when you're doing it, right? Sometimes it makes a fabric too loose or too tight and you lose drape. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's super easy to change between colors or between size weights of yarn. So it's just about experimenting. So if that's what you're interested in doing, I would definitely try it. No, my top is not in my Amazon shop. This is a beach cover-up that I wear as a top from Marshall's, but I did find some white leggings to wear with it. Remember how I said my jeans were not comfortable the other day? I found these white leggings on Amazon, and I have to tell you, they are so soft and so comfy. I bought the color white. They were $9.99 plus free shipping, and now that I have them in the white and they're so comfortable and so soft, I'm thinking about buying more colors, and I do have that listed in my Amazon shop. So if you want to check those out there, they're incredibly comfortable. Now, white I wouldn't wear without a long top over the top, right? Because they're, I mean, I wouldn't wear a white, I wouldn't wear white leggings by themselves, but to wear over something, I think they're super cute. Can you see the white leggings now? And they come all the way down. They're not the shorter ones. And the waistband's nice and high, so I feel comfortable with a higher waistband to begin with. So I really love them. So I thought I'd share that with you. Next, I will show you all the colors I have in stock for Be So Sporty Bling Silver yarn. Just in case you wanted to, you know, whether you're a gold or silver fan, you may be leaning towards gold or silver, or if you like both like me, you might want to combine silver thread with the gold colored silver thread. together, so I wanted to show you these colors too. So we have rose gold, which is a beautiful warm sand and pretty light mauve pink. Then we have Velvet Queen, which is a brick red and a medium brown. And we have Hibiscus, which has some yellow, warm yellow, and some peach and some coral. Then we have Lioness. Oh, let's compare Lioness with Pure Gold in the gold bling, and you'll see how much different the two, look how much warmer and cooler the golds are. Now it's different colors of yarn too, but this is Pure Gold in Be So Sporty bling with the gold thread, and here's Lioness, which is a paler gold with the silver thread. See how much warmer and cooler the two yarns are? Isn't that interesting? I think it's really interesting how the silver and the gold change the colors so much. And then this is Paradise Palm, which has some lime green and some forest green. This is the silver bling yarn now. This is Fiesta. Keep losing my flower today. Which has some beautiful purple and raspberry and some iris in the middle. Then we have a couple of our sunrise colors. Can't remember the number, but you can definitely see it on my website, where we have some peach and some iris and turquoise. Then we have Shibori. Yeah, it is a big difference, isn't it? And you can like one or the other. You can like both. You can use each one separately, or you can mix them together. Here's Sunrise 10, which has that beautiful color of the sand and beautiful pale color of the water. Reminds me of how much I miss the beach. Then we have Lemongrass, the really beautiful pale silvery sage, which really looks beautiful with the silver thread. And then we have another sunrise color. I think this is Sunrise 07 maybe, can't remember. But we've got violet and peach and gold and coral and some iris. And then we have, what's this one called? Tide Pool, which is a really beautiful bright turquoise aqua. And then we have Moonstone, which is a really pale silver and mauve and cream with the silver thread. And then we have Candy Crush. And what's Candy Crush has like watermelon and cherry and bubblegum and peach and all kinds of fun candy colors, but in a more muted tones. And then as its counterpart, we have Flaming Foliage, which is much deeper tones of raspberry and coral and orange and red. I'm not going to keep that flower today, am I? And then we have Deep Blue Sea. And then we have Chantilly Lace. So those are all the colors in stock for the Be So Sporty Bling silver yarn. And then, oopsie, I dropped some. Those are all the colors for Be So Sporty Bling yarn with the gold thread. So we've got it in both silver thread and gold thread now. Let me pick those back up. Whoopsie. Oh, goodness. Thank goodness they're tied. I must have bounced on my chair too hard. I better sit down delicately while I'm dangling beautiful yarn on the back of my chair, right? There we go. All saved. There we go. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, the birds are very busy today. The birds have been so busy out here the last couple of days that the kitties haven't been coming in the house. They've been out here to monitor the birds. It's been really funny. They haven't been napping. They haven't been coming inside to check on me. They've been out here like all day, every day, which is just hilarious. You must be so tired, huh? Oh, and our free shipping promotion still applies to all the yarns on sale. So any order in the US over $75 is automatically free shipping, and any order internationally over $150 is automatically free shipping, including sale prices. And what else? Oh, and there were new patterns. The Thalia crochet dress pattern came out yesterday. The Sweet Clara cardigan pattern came out the day before. And another thing that I released yesterday or this week was I re-released the Jewel of the Shrug pattern with new charts and stuff. So I've been working behind the scenes of going back over some of my older patterns, and now that I'm so much better at making charts, adding charts and, you know, improving on those patterns. So as I do, I will be re-releasing the patterns. And the most recent one that I did was the Jewel of the Shrug, which is a really fun pattern that uses X stitches and goes super quick, and it uses Be So Sporty yarn. So you could substitute Be So Sporty yarn, Be So Soulful yarn, Be So Sporty Bling Silver, Be So Sporty Bling Gold. You could use any of those. Or the sweater is done in one piece and the sleeves, and then you do a collar afterwards. You could do the body and sleeves in one color and then add a bling yarn for the collar. Thanks, Ellie. Yes, Lottie, I think it would look amazing to mix the gold bling and silver bling yarns together. I happen to love to mix gold and silver together in the first place, so for me, I think it would be super fun to do that. Yes, 100% yes. Joyce always has work in progress is going. That's good, you should, because like I always talk about, on any given day, you could be more inspired to work on something than the other, and instead of forcing yourself to work on something that you're not excited about, I think it's better to back burner something and work on something that makes your heart happier. Keeping things light, even when you're being creative, it's important to keep things light too. So yeah, having several projects going at one time is important so that you're not putting pressure on yourself. The last time you want to put pressure on yourself is when you're trying to have fun with your hobbies, right? So anytime a project is stressing you out, whether you're having trouble with making mistakes, or you're having trouble understanding the pattern, or you're thinking it's taking too long and you're getting impatient, no matter what kind of negativity bubbles up on a project, it's always a good idea to back burner it and pick up something that brings you more joy. Always. And that goes for anybody, professionals, amateurs, hobbyists, it does not matter. When it's not bringing you joy, find something that does, and you know what? The joy will come back to the item. It won't come back if you force it, but if you let it go and give it some breathing room, the joy will always come back. No, Nora, it is perfectly fine to have several projects going on at one time. I think that's the way to keep things light. That's the way to keep things light and full of joy. Definitely. And to remember that everybody gets hung up on a project now and then, just like everybody gets hung up on anything at any given time. Yeah, having multiple projects going is good for you, Joe. Yes, Thea and Judy, yes, it's good for you to have several projects going at one time. Takes the pressure off. When you get, Kim says she gets bored with one sometimes. There you go. There's another reason. Because boredom can kind of have a negative connotation too. If it's not bringing you joy, pick one that is bringing you joy. More than a few is fine too, Judy. That's fine too. Staying organized with them is helpful. That's why I came up with the bag tags. Because bag tags are a great way to keep your projects organized, especially when you go back to something after a while and you can't remember what hook or pattern you were using. It's a great way to keep those organized too. Ah, Kristine's birthday is this month. Wonderful. That's exciting. Marlon's birthday is next month, May, and he's turning 18. So wild. I can't believe he's already 18. Missy's mom says you should finish something before you start. I mean, if that works for you, that's fine. Whatever works for you. No judgment zone. Whatever works for you. If you prefer, I mean, everybody uses creativity and crafts in a different way, and however it works for you is fine. Yours is in May too, Christine. Marlon is May 30th. What's your May birthday? How great does my fern look back here? It looks like a firework burst, doesn't it? He looks very healthy and well watered. This guy's looking good too. Yeah, whatever works for you. May 16th. That's wonderful. Oh, I have plant updates for you too. My collard green seeds have sprouted. I'll just grab it and bring it to you. Check out these little cuties. And what's funny is they are leaning towards the sun. They're leaning towards where they're sitting in the on the porch. They are leaning towards where they get the most sun. Isn't that funny? But how cute are they looking? These are all collard greens. I hope you can see that. They're so cute. They don't smell like anything. It smells like dirt. Oh, the celery did not turn out well. Oh, my lemon tree is doing well though. Looks like, look how big my lemon tree's getting. I think it's almost 4 inches now. Yeah, so the celery and the lettuce were total duds. They did not work out at all. The green onions are still going really well. The mint is growing really well. The mint is actually growing babies. So I don't know if that's because the roots are sprouting up. I don't know how, because I planted 3 sprigs. I took 3 sprigs of mint from my friend's garden and I put them in water until I got roots on them. Then when I got roots, I planted those 3 sprigs. Now I have 4 sprigs in there, so I'm kind of interested to know how that happened, if it came up from the roots. Yeah, Missy, you can find bag tags on my website. They come with a really cute heart carabiner and then the bag tag that you can write on, and then you can get refills of 5 bag tags as well. They're super cute and a great way to organize your projects within bags, so you don't always have to be popping in the bags, and there's a place to write all of those, all the details on there too. Does anybody have any other questions for me? It does spread from the roots. That's great. Thank you for letting me know about that. Yeah, you know, I live in a rental, so I'm not sure I should be planting anything in the ground. But as the mint grows, I'll put it in a bigger pot. I'm very excited to be growing it and really happy to see that sort of a growth and development. So considering I did this from sprigs, cut clippings from a mint plant, I think that's amazing. Hi, Melanie from Maine. I used to live in Lakeland. Yeah, that's north of me. It's about 3 hours north of me in Central Florida. Yeah, Naomi, it's definitely on the list to do that cable stitch for the Marlin hat. Yes, it's definitely on the list to do that hat. Yes, thank you. If a double up strand of a weight 2 yarn, would it make it like a weight? Yeah, if you doubled Sporty, I think that it would be close to worsted weight. Yes, I do. I think so. I mean, definitely give it a try and see if it gives you the gauge that you're looking for. Yeah, you can double. If you double Be So Fine, it becomes Be So Sporty. And if you double Be So Sporty, it comes close to Be So Bold. So yeah, that's about right, yardage-wise. Is the weather still cold enough for collard greens? Probably not. I'm just experimenting. I don't know anything about planting vegetables, so I'm just experimenting. I really want to make greens. We'll see. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, I don't know. They look good so far. I would go by measurements, Martina, and I would size down. It does get too, our gardening season here is usually the winter, not the fall. We're opposite of the rest of the US because it's so hot here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go being on my porch here. I'm going to try to keep limited sun on all of my veggies, and hopefully that will help me be able to keep vegetables going year round here. My friend, who is a really wonderful gardener, she said that she grows fruit and vegetables year round, and she does that by limiting the sun and keeping things well hydrated. So fingers crossed that that works for me too. I'm trying. I really want to become a gardener. Nora, I have an amazing collard green recipe. Yes, it's on my Glam Chrissy blog. If you go to my website and scroll to the bottom of the page, there's a link to the Glam Chrissy blog, which is where I keep things that aren't knit and crochet related, like recipes and things like that. And I have an amazing collard green recipe that I make all the time. It has a little bit of deli meat ham in it. It has pepperoncinis, and I use the pickle juice from the pepperoncini jar for the liquid. It is, and then I finish it with, and there's a little garlic, and I finish it with Parmesan cheese. I could live on it, and it works with any green actually. If you wanted to use Swiss chard or turnip greens, or I don't know, you could do it with anything. Grace wants that recipe too. Yeah, let's see if I can find it quickly. I'll put it in the comments. You want me to try? Let's see. Yeah, I can try here. Let's see. Give me a second. Yep, I found it. So I'm going to put a link in the, I'll put a link right in the chat right now. Let me know if you find that. Did that show up? Yeah. It's so healthy. There's virtually no fat in it because I use like a lean smoked deli meat ham instead of using something with grease. So there's no fat in it. It's really healthy, and it's a little bit spicy, a little bit tangy, and so good. And it doesn't take a long time to cook either. I don't let it cook for hours and hours. I cook it in about 30 minutes. But I'm telling you, it is so good and so healthy. Anna's growing blueberries in San Francisco. That's awesome. Nora, did you find the link? Did you see the recipe? Did it show up in the comments for you? You can do it with any greens. I just happen to like the texture of collard greens in the recipe. Hopefully that worked. I see some thank yous, so I'm guessing that the link worked. Good. Hey! All right, let's grab a Create, Share, Inspire notebook and find a quote for today. Oh, this is so pretty. I love Native American proverbs so much. I love proverbs from other cultures anyway. I find that they are so simple and so colorful sounding, like they're very descriptive. This is the Native American proverb. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love that. Let's read it again. It's a Native American proverb. The soul would have no rainbows if the eye had no tears. Really helps to lighten things up when there are heavier things going on, right? It really helps to lighten things up. I love that. Well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the birds singing, my backyard, the show and tell, all of the new beautiful yarn that's on sale, no less. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everyone else. If you like this podcast, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and click that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I go live and every time I've uploaded a new video. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday morning, same time, same place. Bye.